What's up, guys, and welcome back to the show. It's your boy Lex Money. They don't want us to win at the final hurdle. So in today's video, we're going to go and recap exactly why we're holding on to ICP. We're going to check where we are in the market and exactly what we can be expecting to the downside. Now, before we do get into that, guys, make sure all of you have paused the video, smash that like button, drop me a sub if you're not part of the fam already. Let's get it. What is up, everybody? I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I came back from UFC, so I had to take a bit of a break over the past couple of days. But look, they're playing games with us, guys, okay? Now, when you look at this and we look into the 1 hour chart, we think, holy crap. What the hell just happened? We were just at 70k. What's going on? Is it all over for Bitcoin right now? Okay? But we have to remember the bigger picture. Now, there's a few things that we need to bear in mind coming up for August. Now, first of all, history doesn't always repeat, but it does often rhyme. In the last bull cycle, guys, so 2020 into 2021, Q3, Q4, and then Q1 of the following year after the halving were super bullish. We had a 17% print in Q3, 168% in Q4, and then 103% in Q1 of the following year. And right now, we're printing 7% in Q3. Now, historically, we've had a very, very good July, followed by maybe a kind of like a mid to crap August or September. And then we go Pumptober into the end of the year. Now, we've had a decent July, but are we setting ourselves up for a red August, maybe a red September, and then we go into Pumptober? Because at the moment, the sentiment's at a low. It really is at a low point. I mean, we are getting in this emotional part of the market where on green days, everybody says, oh my God, we're back, we're so back. I'm sorry, even if maybe I'm a bit like that sometimes, but I say we're back because I'm looking at the bigger picture. When it goes into the red, the majority of people who are in the market, they say altcoin season is not here. What's happening to my bag? I don't know, super depressed. And then they think it's all over. Whereas I'm still saying, right, we're getting cheaper prices. Okay, so I'm still super bullish for this whole period going into 2025. Okay, so these little few red months, maybe we have like 2-3 red months, it really doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, it doesn't mean anything, and it shouldn't mean anything to you at this stage of the market. And another chart to reinstate that into you guys, I mean, the hash ribbons, like I said, did flash on the weekly, which is a super macro bullish indicator. So yes, while the portfolio is looking a bit down right now, while ICP may have some lower targets that we're gonna get into at the end of the video, so you best believe you better stay patient, guys, we still got like potentially between a 60 to 100 and whatever % move. This one was even a 200% move here, right? After we had the confirmed buy signal on the hash ribbons on the weekly, guys. So remember what is to come and remember where we are. We're still tackling the previous all-time high. We haven't even broke it yet. So if you want to get out now, just as we're trying to make our way up to the all-time high, and like I said to you guys in a previous video, we looked at the Bitcoin chart and we said we may not break it on this try. We may have a little bit of a higher low printed and then come back up and break it. That could be what is in store right now, guys. These stupid are going to try and get you out of the market, guys. Okay, they're going to do anything. Now the US government sends 2 billion worth of Bitcoin to new addresses, and people are going to say, oh my God, no, what the hell? They're sending Bitcoin to a new address. Are they sending it to an exchange? Does that mean they're going to sell it? What are they going to do before anything's actually happened, before a sale has even been made? But then you come down, you see Larry Fink parody account says, look, it only costs 66 cents to move 2 billion. And look at that. Total value 2.02 billion, fee 66 cents, right? Guys, do you see why people are going to adopt Bitcoin? If you want to move, I don't know, let's say in the UK, even if like tens of thousands going into the hundreds of thousands, if you want to try and even move like 10, 20k at a certain bank account, they're going to call you up and the fraud department's going to say,
yo, Lex, what the hell are you doing? Who are you sending that to? I think your account's been frauded.
Then I'm going to say, no, it's not frauded, bye.
Are you sure it's not frauded? Because we're not too sure if we can approve the transaction. And I'm going to say,
this is my money. Oh, I'm sending it to a friend. Oh, well, they have to pay tax on this gift that you're giving them. What? Tax on what? For what reason, right? So this is why people are going to start to adopt Bitcoin. Look how fast it is. Look how cheap it is. Now, another thing to note, guys, is look where we are for the 500 days. We've barely just started. If we go and compare the last few times, we're around here for the 2016, 2017, Here for the 2020 to 2021, we hadn't even had our move above the all-time high yet on these two previous cycles. So for everybody saying this is the top for Bitcoin, this is a local top for Bitcoin, this time in the past two cycles, we weren't even at the all-time high yet, guys. We hadn't even made this much returns from the low. So we are ahead of schedule. We are doing so well. This is an outstanding bull run for Bitcoin so far. And yes, maybe not the alts, but the alts will catch up. You can imagine once the money flow does start to flow into ETH and then into altcoins, if Bitcoin has had this much of a accelerated bull run, then how are our alts going to fare, guys? Okay, we shouldn't be getting scared out of these stupid moves to 67k. But we have flipped bullish on the Gaussian, and look at this. We've had the bullish retest. Now we may just have a few months of consolidation. This is the 2 weekly chart, right? So maybe we have like, I don't know, 3 to 4 months of consolidation bringing us into Pumptober. That would make it like 2 months, wouldn't it? So 3 to 4 months in total, and then we start to have our rally out of this box here. We break the all-time high. And look, when has this ever just printed a slightly green before going back red? It hasn't yet. Guys, doesn't mean it can't happen in the future, but this is the start of the bullish indicators. And when people do start to see bullish indicators, the market makers are going to say, right, people are starting to wake up. So let's just try and fear them out of the market. And fear is going to be the biggest killer of your gains in this cycle, guys. Now, ICP is very volatile today, but which one are you guys, right? Which one are you? Are you that one? Oh, you that one? Giga Chad. I ain't really got a jawline at the moment, guys, because I need to cut. But which one are you? Have you got a strong chin? Are you staying strong in this market? That's so funny how Sol investors look. I didn't even see that Sol bit a minute ago. How ICP investors look like. How Sol investors look like. Right, I don't really care. I hold both, so maybe I've got like a middle chin. But we need to stay strong for ICP while they are playing their stupid whale games. We stay strong, guys, and we remember what is to come. So we're going to listen to a short clip from Dominic right now, and we need to be positioning ourselves before we do get these news events go live.
It'll be a demo in a few weeks where you'll see somebody using a very simple interface to interact with AI to build an enterprise system that stores, manages, searches, updates, and so on data with a nice user experience. Creating that enterprise application just using prompt-based engineering. What's very, very cool...
So short clip there, but prompt-based AI. That is making building so easy. Imagine you can just use a few prompts. You've got no coding, no developing expertise, and you want to come in and you want to be brand new and say, right, all right, a few prompts. Maybe we just want to say, let's do this for us, please. Do this for us, please. I want this on the front end, this on the back end. This is crazy. If you can't see this, this is crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more of an update and obviously some demos from Dom and the team on this prompt-based engineering. And obviously we don't want just some generic prompts. But we'll see how that goes in the coming weeks. That's super bullish. But we have to remember everything's on chain, guys. And look at the CKBTC transaction fee. So that would have been 100th less, or 100th, 1% of that 66p or cents. Sorry, I know I'm in UK, you guys are pretty much in America or Australia. But this would have been 100th of the cost of that 2 billion transaction that had been sent earlier, guys. The E fee is basically nothing, gas fees basically nothing, the finality 1 second, ICP transaction fee absolutely nothing. 800 transactions per second, mate. This is just, okay, we already know what the deal is. Now, guys, we come to the chart, and I want to show you a few things. Now, first of all, we've got our head on this first resistance here, which has been printed since, get out of the way, March, okay? So we've been in this for March, April, May, June, July, 5 months now, okay? It's been a sloping resistance, and we haven't been able to tackle it yet. Now, something that I can imagine happening is maybe we don't test it at this first try, but we do something like this, and then we come down, maybe print a higher low, we hold maybe above 65, 64k, print a higher low, and then test it again. Or worst case scenario is Bitcoin decides in August it wants to have the biggest shakeout of all time and have a 20% correction. Now, I highly doubt we're going to get that 20% correction, because if we do, everything gets smashed and we get super cheap altcoins, and everybody that is switched on buys pretty much at this low around 54k here. We get to like triple up our bag for basically for free, guys. Or we can say, right, we have a shakeout to around 64, 65k. People are starting to get worried because the altcoins are going to dip. They've been faring pretty, a lot of them have been faring pretty bad on these dips, on these fear events here. And then we break it and people start to FOMO into this rally. But then remember, we do have resistance at around 70k, 71k. Above here, 71.8 and then 73.8 as well, guys. Now, when we come to ICP, some of the lower targets that I am looking for right now, I was expecting us to break up from this triangle, but we've broken down, no worries. The target of the breakdown was going to be $7.87, and that is in line with the 0618 breakdown target of this whole move here. So we could have a massive move up from, what was that, $5.93 to around $10.99. We have a high low printed at $7.87, and then we go again. So that's going to be my next key area of interest. Pretty basic stuff there, guys. We did have a buy order at around $8.50, but I have moved it down to $7.87. Maybe when we do come to this $8.46 at the 0.5, I'll have a look to see how strong ICP has been if Bitcoin does start to crash it down. But for now, we've had our first candle close on a 4-hourly underneath this. So I am expecting some lower prices, guys. But if they come, I'm going to welcome them with open arms. I'm not going to be too emotional. You guys should not be too emotional either. But $7.87 is the next target for me for ICP. You guys let me know what your plan is. Oh, so that's it, guys. If you liked the video and you made it this far, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you smash that like button and let me know what you want me to cover in tomorrow's video. Guys, take care. Love. Peace.